Massive Commanders draft update on who the Commanders could be drafted with the latest list of players with the draft just a couple nights away on who could be drafted to the Commanders to not only help them repeat their success, but maybe do a little bit better next season. I'm your host, Azael Mejia, with Commander Digest. We'll be covering all things Washington Commanders offseason, draft night. We're going to be all up in draft night, so make sure to stay subscribed well into the regular season. So subscribe right now. Subscribe. If you made it this far into the video, comment down below. Commanders to the ball. Yes, Commanders to the ball. Put it out there in the universe. It doesn't have to be next season, but the next, can Jayden Daniels hold one of a Lombardi trophy and bring it to the Commanders? It won't happen unless you close mouths don't get fatter. So it's not gonna happen if you don't put it out there in the universe. But stop with our silly games right now. We're going to talk about who the Commanders could be drafting with their latest list of players. Obviously, first of all, we're going to start off with one of the founding fathers of this new era, one of our glorious kings, Dan Quinn. Clearly has his hands on the pulse. They've given him full leadership, given him the keys, do whatever you had to do, create your team, and it's worked last season. It's going to work next season as well. So why do I bring up Dan Quinn? Because Dan Quinn is someone who has the keys, who is very trusted on who they can draft. He is a very defensive-minded coach. The Commanders are heavily speculated to go defensive heavy this draft, with them going offensive heavy in the trade deadline, but also in the offseason. We're getting Deebo Samuels, Michael Gallup, tons of offensive line. Makes sense. You gotta play both sides of the ball. What do we don't want to be the Bengals. I'm not saying anything, but we don't want to be the Bengals. Put all that money on the offense and nothing on the defense. So Dan Quinn, a very defensive-minded coach, is reported that he wants a cornerback who has good ball skills. Now, what does that mean? Cornerback with good ball skills. They defend. Well, he wants a cornerback who doesn't just defend receivers, the bare minimum. He wants a cornerback who's willing to make a play on that ball. They see the ball, they're willing to make a play, willing to put a clip, willing to go on House of Highlights and get clipped up everywhere. He wants someone who can make a play, an interception, not just slight taps, slap it to the interceptions, which makes sense. The Commanders, they lost Benjamin St-Juste in the offseason. And they sort of need a cornerback who could play the outside position, because we do have Mike Sanary still, who the Commanders landed on last season drafting him. He did amazing, but he's better playing that inside position for a cornerback. The Commanders look like they need a cornerback who could play the outside position, and that's what we're going to look at some players today. We're going to look at first Benjamin Morrison, cornerback from Notre Dame, who's being billed at 6 foot, 193 pounds. We're going to look at some of his stats in 2024. There's not a lot of them. Unfortunately, he suffered a hip injury last season in 2024. He also coming off hip surgery, which doesn't help his case in the draft. He is projected to go in the second round, which helps the Commanders because Commanders have late first round pick. One of the perks of going to the NFC Championship. We're not going to talk about the game. That game's over. It's in the past. You got to focus on the future. Commanders have the 29th pick. Could pick him up. But his stats for 2024 include 14 solo tackles and 3 passes defended. But we're going to look at a bigger sample size. He also has a couple other years in college. We're going to look at 2022. He has 6 interceptions, 1 touchdown. He played 13 games, started 9 of them. He had 33 total tackles in 2022. 2023, played 12 games, started 11 of them. Had 31 total tackles, 3 interceptions. This man has a ton of experience when it comes to playing that cornerback position. But we're also going to look at what Pro Football Focus analyzed his career coverages percentage throughout his college career, which include he's had a 45% allowed completion rate, 44.1 passer rating allowed, and his coverage grade is a 90.5. That is an A-. A is passing. He's overall, he has a ton of experience when it comes to defending. But we're going to look at what other people are saying about him. We're going to look, first of all, to our favorite NFL analyst, Lance Zierlein, what he had to say about Benjamin, saying he's a linear outside cornerback who has an eye-catching ball production. Morrison will appear to be a natural press corner, good makeup speed to chase and close separations, outstanding ball production, 9 interceptions in 31 games, challenges at a high point with soft, sticky hands. Like I said in the beginning, Dan Quinn is looking for a cornerback who has ball skills, who's willing to make a play on the ball, not afraid of it, willing to get clipped. He wants to clip someone. He wants to clip someone. In this clip culture we live now, we're also going to look at what Pro Football Focus draft guide had to say about him. Morrison is a smart, smooth-moving man coverage cornerback with good instincts for making plays on the ball. More praise for his knack for finding the ball, making that type of play. But the Commanders could be looking at another player. They could be looking at, Benjamin's not there. They could also be looking at Darian Porter from Iowa State, cornerback, who's projected to go in the 3rd round. There could be a chance Benjamin and Darian become a Washington Commander. This man already has the burgundy and gold with Iowa State. They just got to put up the little yellow logo and he'll be good to go. He already looks like he's the commander right there. Look how happy he is. Back to it. What do his stats look like for 2024? 12 solo tackles, 18 total tackles, 3 interceptions, 2 passes defended. He's being billed at 6'1", 200 pounds. NFL.com has him ranked on pure athleticism. All the numbers they be running and all the projection, NFL.com, they offer pure athleticism. Porter ranks 2nd best among all cornerbacks. Well, we're going to look at what I said our favorite analyst, Lance has to say about a 6-year senior, super senior, with elite traits and special teams talent. Porter's rep total is heavy on zone coverages, but he has the athleticism, burst, and speed to handle more man coverage. He has excellent zone awareness with the twitch and ball skills to expand his sphere of influence. His athletic profile and instant impact on special teams should create more confidence in projecting Porter's continued ascension as a cornerback 2/cornerback 3, which is perfect for the Washington Commanders because you have Marshawn Lattimore, who's obviously going to be starting, and you have Mike also there playing that inside cornerback position. He doesn't have this. They don't have to start. They're going to be a rookie. Porter just has to learn, get his reps in of putting his game now in a professional level instead of just a college level. Learn. He doesn't have to start. So for him to be that cornerback 2, cornerback 3 position is perfect. He's a perfect fit for the Commanders right now. Marshawn Lattimore was he's throughout his whole career he's been very injury prone. So it could be I'm not praying on his downfall. I'm not. But there could be a chance he may miss a couple games. I'm just saying that. Put a parlay on that. But also Lance had to say about him, that Porter has elite combination of size, length, and speed. Smooth athlete with easy change of direction, acceleration. The boy is fast. He can make plays on the ball. So can Benjamin. What Dan Quinn is looking for. Who do you think? Do you think either guys is a good match for the Commanders? Or are the Commanders making a bad choice in drafting a cornerback? Should they go for another position? Comment down below. What do you think is the best recipe for success? Should they go for Morrison? Should they go for Porter? Or someone completely different? Like I said, let me know in the comments below. I'm Azael Mejia with Commander Digest. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.